Day is in. The Blitz with Jason Minix and Sports Insiders. San Antonio Sports Star, ESPN 1250 and 94.5 FM.
I ain't even here right now. Looking at what's going on in the city of San Antonio. It's Maddy Skyeline. Yeah, it's Maddy Skyeline.
It is the Blitz here on San Antonio Sports Star, ESPN AM 1250 and 94.5 FM. I'm Jason Minix. I hear the Maddy Skyeline music. I don't see Maddy on the screen. Is she on the phone?
I'm running late today. Yes, I am. I am trying to get on as soon as possible.
All right. So last week you get promoted. So you're now the food and culture editor of the San Antonio Express News. And now you're running late. Is it all those management meetings piling up now?
I did have a lot of meetings today, but I think it was just like your usual busy Wednesday. Plus you all called earlier than usual today.
Okay. Well, and again, that's part of it. See, I thought you were, either no video generally means either you're running late, you didn't do your makeup, you're not feeling well, or all of the above.
No, I just was running late today.
All right, because I got to admit,
I'm on the camera.
Oh, Pledge just has to punch you up, see if he's paying attention. Yep. Bring you in, because I got to admit, Maddy, and this is where I really need to talk to you today. I've been sick for a couple of days. A horrible summer cold. COVID test was negative, but when you don't feel good in 2021, you scares the hell out of you, so you get tested just to be safe, right? So my niece earlier was like, well, drink some hot tea and honey, and that will make your throat feel better. The problem is, how do you decide what hot tea you're going to drink? Because all the names are stupid. None of the names of the box of hot teas that she pulled out sound appetizing. How do you decide what hot tea you want to drink?
I'm not a big tea person either, but I think chamomile sounds pretty good, right? Is that a tea?
Yeah, and that's what I'm drinking, because orange spice doesn't sound good. The chamomile, is that what you just called it? Chamomile or whatever. French vanilla just seems generic. There was another one that I have no idea. This one says constant comment. What the hell does that mean when you're trying to figure out what kind of tea that is?
Day in the life with me, constant comments.
I mean, flavored with rind of oranges and sweet spice. The hell?
Oranges and spices. I like hibiscus mint, but that's iced tea. But I'm sure you can get it hot.
Yeah, well, I just go with what's in the box. English tea time sounds awful. Like none of these sound good. None of them taste good. I don't like hot drinks to begin with, but damn it works. My throat is feeling better.
You sound A-okay.
Well, good, because I'm probably going at about 60% right now, but it's part of it. So when you don't feel well, what kind of weird home remedies do you use?
I guess Vicks. That's not weird, but a lot of people put Vicks on. I usually just whine and complain and sleep.
Well, that's because I admit I become the biggest baby, and I'm very helpless when I don't feel well.
Yeah, it sounds like that. You're getting mad about tea.
It's gross. Well, I'm helpless. I'm helpless. The last 2 days I've done nothing but sleep and whine. Honestly, so it's today I'm feeling better, so I'm only whining a little bit, but it is pathetic that as a grown-ass man, I can't take care of myself when I don't feel good.
Well, I'm sorry you're not feeling good or feeling well.
Yeah, thanks. You're like, what did I jump on to today? I should have. I'm running late, and this is what we're doing. All right, Maddy Skye, what's I saw on my essay that we're getting a popular cafe coming to San Antonio. I've never heard of Kirby Lane. What is this?
Yeah, I think I've heard of it. I've never been. Unlike Portuguese tacos, I think I'm willing to give this one a try because it's comfort food. It's they're not claiming to be the best tacos or have the best tacos. So from what I've heard, it's a very popular cafe in Austin, and they actually have some in like Round Rock, and I think they're opening one in San Marcos as well. But it's coming to San Antonio. I haven't been able to speak to the representatives that are in charge of marketing and media, but some filings that we found show that it is expected to be completed, the building, at least in March 2022. So you assume that once you get staff trained and all the furniture moved in, it'll probably open maybe like summer, late spring. So it's supposed to open at the Rim near Velvet Taco, which is another, I think, Dallas export. I think Velvet Taco's from Dallas. And I think there's a Torchy's up there too. So if you miss Austin and you're living in San Antonio, you can go there and get your food.
Well, that's it. Now, if it's going to be over there by the Velvet Taco, have you been to Velvet Taco yet?
I have.
Yeah, you're hesitant there because you're going to say, or you don't want. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was all that good for all the hype. It just didn't live up to the billing. I mean, I waited in line. You get there. I've gone twice because the first time you go, okay, well let's just see. I've gone twice. I don't understand the attraction to Velvet Taco.
I think maybe it's those what do they want to call them, like creative infusion tacos. I had one that was like basically a deconstructed sushi roll. It was like with their their taco of the week, and that was okay. But I mean, if I want a sushi roll, I could just go get sushi.
Well, that's it. Like Torchy's is good. If you're gonna, for overpriced, I don't mind Torchy's. There's a couple on there that I like, and I like their queso. Velvet, I was just like, yeah, none of them did anything for me. And you kind of roll your eyes at Torchy's, huh?
I don't. No comment. Everybody knows how I feel about Torchy's, but.
Oh, apparently I didn't. Sorry, I must have missed something.
I don't know. If I'm gonna eat a good taco, I'd rather go to,
Well, I agree. There's a lot of places to go get better tacos for a much better price. But if somebody was to, although on Facebook Live, Scott Vela says Kirby Lane is a 24/7 breakfast food. All right, well that's a good plus.
I just recently had breakfast for dinner on Monday night. It was so good. Oof. It was like level stracciatella, but homemade. It was delicious.
Every now and then, breakfast at dinner is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do it all the time, but every now and then, that is perfect. Well, we could continue with overpriced tacos, but what else is happening in the news?
Let's see. I'm kind of blanking. I wrote quite a bit today. Let me see. What did I write? We spoke to Kirby Lane. There's a new district councilman, and Mickey Rodriguez, and he is installing a new mural. He's doing the mural, which I thought was cool, in his field office of Reverend Claude Black. And it's all part of this initiative. He wants to see more art on the east side, depicting the east side history. So that was a really cool story that I wrote. I have a story coming today about the zoo and how the zoo is paying back their employees the money that they lost during the shutdown.
And let's talk about that for a second, because I saw Tim Morrow post the video and apparently surprised the zoo staff, who had to take either pay reductions or lost hours when they were shut down. And credit the zoo for coming up with different ways of getting back open, like drive-through zoo, and the success that they've had there. But for the zoo, through those programs and donations, to be able to go to all their employees and say, if you lost X last year, here's a check. We're making it up for you. That's pretty incredible when you think about employers doing that, because a lot of us lost money last year. We ain't ever going to see it again. It's just gone. And for the zoo to step up and do that, I think that was pretty incredible.
Yeah, it was pretty. Of course, too. He said it was philanthropy, the success of, their workarounds, like the drive-through, and then the federal assistance and loans all kind of came together to help get that done. Also, we have a few T-shirt or a few wardrobe mentions to talk about. One, I'm not familiar with the Real Housewives of New York, but one of the biggest stars last night wore a Selena T-shirt or Selena sweatshirt randomly. I don't know if that was a stylist call or maybe she really just loves Selena. And then another T-shirt was kind of reversed. First fan Dakota Mitchell made a T-shirt about Coach Pop's passionate speech after winning the gold medal. I don't know if you all saw that. The video that Javale McGee posted. He was cussing. Did you see that one?
I did not.
I can't.
I've been out of it for 2 days. I've been out of it for 2 days.
Says, "How the F do you like us now?" To the people that were seeing his coaching abilities during the early days of the Olympics. So
that the gold medal speech, you're right. I did see that one. How do you like us now? Sort of with worse language.
Right. So I mean, it's not Pop in rare form, but I think I've ever seen him drop the F bomb like that. I mean, you've seen it like on the sidelines, but that was pretty funny.
Sure. Pop has said the F word more than once.
Oh yeah, for sure. So he got choked up too, so it was an interesting watch for sure.
Winning the gold medal for Greg Popovich was probably a lot more satisfying for him than we let on going in. You know, after the gold medal, when he talked about the sense of responsibility that he felt for a number of years leading up to it, you knew how much it meant to him. Or at least we thought we knew, but it meant so much more to him that he did not want to let the country down, let everybody else down. Going back from when he was a player and cut from the 1972 team, for him to get that gold medal, for him to lead at Team USA to a gold medal, probably more satisfying. And I go back to Manu Ginobili when Manu said that winning the gold medal for Argentina in 2004 meant more to him than winning an NBA championship. And it's hard for us to understand that because we look at NBA titles more so than a gold medal. But I guarantee Pop can relate. And if Manu hadn't have said that, you know, I don't know how many of us would totally understand the meaning that was for Greg Popovich.
Right. He said something to that effect too, that it was one of the best feelings he's had in basketball. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel right, but you can understand where he's coming from. That's the international stage versus the American platform. So.
Well, and then the journey and the flawed team that he had, and yet they were still able to get it done, especially after they lost that first game to France and all the negative arrows that were pointing it directly at Greg Popovich. That was huge.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So congrats to Pop. So there's a T-shirt out there now. San Antonio is going to come out with that as soon as it happens.
Absolutely. What do you got planned for this weekend?
This weekend, I'm not sure, actually. No plans. With some early birthday lunch and brunch dates with my friends, I think, are in store. So that should be exciting. Well,
so with your birthday next week, I'm surprised that you don't have like the next 3 weeks all blocked off with birthday celebrations.
I think I've actually been pretty laid back this year about my birthday, surprisingly.
Well, that is surprising.
Getting old.
Is that on you or is that on your friends?
I think
because some of your friends might feel like they're still celebrating last year's birthday.
Probably. No, but I mean, it's just like, it's 29. Nothing big about it.
It's 29. It's your last one's in the twos. You're going to have to get a new balloon for next year. It starts with the 3.
Yeah, maybe that's when I'm dreading it a little bit.
Oh, stop. You're going to be fine. The food and culture editor for the San Antonio Express News at the young age of 28 years old. Yeah, celebrate being 29. Celebrate being 29. Maddy, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
Yes.
Maddy Skye from the San Antonio Express News.